All right, Rob, how are you doing, kid? I've got a lovely little message for you. Yeah, I've got a lovely little message for you from a nice crowd of people. But if I just read the message out, Rob, you've got to understand, it'll be over in 30 seconds, and I'm not doing that because you know why? Because they paid a few bob for this. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with a little song, and then I'll read the message, and we'll go through it, okay? Now, I want you to do me a favour because you sound quite an intelligent chap. When I do the karaoke at the Feathers and I sing to all the ladies, all the old ones, because they're there just looking for love and romance, they say my voice reminds them of Pavarotti. Yeah, you know Pavarotti from Ness and Doormat? Yeah. So what I want, Rob, I want it to be, and I don't want you to cheat, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes just while I sing. It'll take about 30 seconds, and then I'm going to ask you what you think, okay? Whether it is operatic. Okay, here we go. Ha, 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 let the kettle boil. Here's a little message from old Jim Royal. Scoodly-doo, a scoodly-da, a scoodly-doo. I'll say ta-ra, I will say ta-ra. Come on, Rob, let's have it. Let's have the verdict. Yes, you do think it's quite operatic, don't you? Yeah, oh yeah. I'll tell you for why. Because it's not like the other little shit who comes on the television and goes, go compare, go compare. He's not a bloody opera singer. He couldn't find his own arse with both hands in. But I know all the operas. My favourite is Così fan tutte, then the Barber of Seville. Oh, yeah, I know them all. And then there's Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber, and I know them all. I'm not only going to sing them in English, I can sing them in Italian. Yeah, I know the bloody lot of them. Oh, yeah. Ness and Doormat, one of my favourites. Not the only type of singing I do, you know, Rob, no. In my karaoke in the Feathers, it's completely women that come on a Thursday night for me in Beverley Macca. You don't get a man in there. So I get divorcees, women who are thinking of getting divorced, spinsters, old maid, bloody gold diggers, those who are just looking for love and romance. So I change my voice and I sing to them like Matt Monro, Nat King Cole, Brooke Benton. Here in my heart, I'm alone and oh, so lonely. Here in my heart, I need your love so badly. When I'm singing, you want to hear the women shout now. You want to hear them, Rob. And I say to them, you can bugger off. I've started this song and I will finish it. Anyway, listen to this. Our dad and his wife is Debbie, but our dad has had a really tough few months. He was diagnosed with leukemia in August, and he has since undergone 3 rounds of chemo, which has sent the leukemia into remission. Oh, that's a good start. He's being admitted to Leicester Hospital on the 14th of December for a stem cell transplant, which is going to be a long and arduous treatment, and he may be in hospital for up to 6 weeks. He's the loveliest family man. He loves his dog, Elsie, and has a great sense of humour. And he loves to sing songs, so Jim wrote a song that set the tone brilliantly. Do you know what, kid? Listen to this. I mean this, lad. You know soon our medical staff, our doctors and nurses and interns, they're all going on strike because they want a few quid to live comfortable. And you know what? This government is playing bloody hell. They're playing, but I'm going to tell you something, lad, because I'll probably be arrested this time. I will be on the picket line with them doctors and nurses because I owe them my life, like you. I had a bit of a problem, but look, I don't know whether can you see my arm there? Can you see my arm where the vein was? The vein used to be. And there, I don't know whether you can see it. It's not a very good picture, is it? See, I've got no veins there from my wrist to my elbow, from my wrist to my elbow, because they've been taken out, Rob, and they're around my heart. 12 years ago, I had a 4-way bypass, and people were saying, oh, it's this, that, and you'll never get up. I'm as fit as a fiddle. It's about 12 or 15 years ago when it was done. I had it done in Liverpool, in Broad Green. It's wonderful. It changed my life. We have got the best nursing care in the world, the best on the planet. And even recently, the strides they're making all the time is unbelievable. And I don't know whether you've had a chance to watch the news this week. They think they've found a cure now for dementia. You know, it's wonderful. Things are changing all the time. So as I say, you know, you might think, oh God, look at they'll find something to sort it, kid. They will find something. Yeah, you're going in now, and you might have a couple of rough weeks. But I tell you what, if you have a couple of rough weeks and it gives you another 10 or 15 years, I don't think that's a bad swap. I tell you what, I love our doctors and nurses. Honest to God, I really, really do. And maybe you're of different political persuasion than me, but I love them. And if they're out on the streets, if they're there with the placards, I'll be right in the front. I'll probably get arrested this time because they're thinking of bringing the army out to break their protest. That's terrible. Our lads, our fighting lads who serve they're not there to get involved in nurses' disputes and stuff like that. They're there to keep our country safe in a time of war, and that's the only time they should be used. So as I say, I don't know whether you're probably different politics to me, Rob, but I love the nurses. I love them. I've had my cataracts removed. As I say, I've had a 4-way bypass. I've had all sorts. I've been asthmatic all my life. I'm on tablets now, about 10 or 15 tablets a day, and I will be on them for the rest of my life because of our National Health Service. That's why, I don't know whether you read in the papers, it was a few years ago, and I was able to give him £1 million because I loved them. But that was to a children's hospital, though. That was to a children's hospital. So listen, I'm made up to talk. I wish I could come in and see you, but I can't. Listen, don't you be worrying about that. You might think it's the end of the bloody world. It's not. They'll cure that, lad. They're getting cures. They're discovering things every single day. It mightn't be pleasant for a while, but I tell you what, it's going to be worth it if it gives you a new lease of life, and you've got a lot more time there to share with Debbie, Becky, Chris, Charlie, Pete, isn't it? It's going to be worth it. And do us a favour, and I'm not being funny. You know, in 6 months' time, do me a favour. Send me a little message. No, don't pay for one of these things. Don't pay for one of these things. Just put my name and put Liverpool, L17, 6ES. Right, just put me a little letter in and it'll get to me. All the posties know me, everyone knows me. Just put Ricky Tomlinson, Liverpool, L17, 6ES, and just let me know how you are. Okay. Now, look, I'm going to do something again. As I say, I don't know how old your kids are, so I'll have to be careful. But this is my Christmas card, Rob. This Christmas, all you need is a pint of presents and a nice plump bird. Well, I found a plump bird, but in case you've got any of your grandkids there, because you've got a load of them there, I better cover this up. I would love to have shown you the Rail McCoy, but I can't. Just in case the kids. Merry Christmas. Oh, bloody hell. God bless you, Rob. You can still have a nice Christmas. And thank you, Debbie, Becca, Chris, Charlie, and Pete. It's gear. Have a wonderful... I'll tell you we'll finish up with this. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The old Pavarotti, you can't help it. It just comes through. Chin up, lad. God bless you. Bye-bye.